Good morning, everyone. Strafegal. We are playing some more Pokemon Shield. It's been a couple days, and in that time, I'm not going to say you've missed a lot, because it's not like I did a lot, but you missed a lot in terms of our Pokemon have transformed a bit. So, the big thing you're going to notice right away, if you just came from the last video, is that our Pokemon are higher level. Pretty much all of them. Some of them are higher level than others. Brian's still down towards the bottom because we were finishing up his EV training. Basically, I just sent a bunch of our Pokemon to the to do Pokejobs, and I was expecting them to get like a couple levels. And then I came back and a bunch of them were like almost 10 levels higher. So I'm not going to complain because we are going to need to get a lot of levels, and I've been trying to puzzle out who to bring with me for these last few sections. Because almost everyone here has something to contribute. The back box here, box 2, are the people who still have EV training to go. These are the newer ones we got, so you can see there they still have the yellow triangles for their EV training. There's a few of them in here. The party that we currently have is actually made up of Pokemon that we are going to evolve. I ran into some other weird little issues, namely, a lot of the Pokemon that I had, because they leveled up a bunch, learned new moves. And by learn new moves, I mean it just overwrote the moves they had. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup on that. I went through some of them and just re-added some of the moves they had. Using the Move Rememberer to try and get them back to where they should be. But, like, some of them we are going to probably be struggling a little bit to get them back to where they were, which will likely impact a bit of my strategy as well. However, we're not ready for endgame yet. To be clear, when I say endgame, when we get our goal currently is to go across Route 10. Route 10. To Wyndon. Now, Route 10 is actually a lot shorter than I remember. We can theoretically still catch something here, so I do want to do that. But part of the... once we actually get to Wyndon, we have the semifinals, or we have the basically there's like 4 different stages of the Champions Cup that are progressively harder. So I've been trying to put together parties for each of those sections that will address the teams that we're dealing with, because once you start them, you can't actually leave. And I overplan for things like this. So I have, like, my nice little spreadsheet that listed out, hey, this is about what level you need to get to, is now a mess of which Pokemon can learn moves of which types, and which Pokemon or what kinds of moves I need, and what coverage I need for each one, and all of that. So, because I'm not ready for that yet, and by that I mean I really should be ready for that, but we have a little bit more I want to just get taken care of first. So we're gonna go over here. We haven't done Giant's Cap or Lake of Outrage yet, so we're gonna go catch Pokemon there. Then we're gonna go up to Route 10, and that's gonna be this video. I guess one other thing that I did while we were in the few days between is I've been gathering watts in the wild area. And I've used those to buy Thunderbolt, Waterfall, Zen Headbutt, and Scald. I think I bought the Scald on stream last time. I figured these were just good coverage moves that we don't currently have great representation for. Waterfall I actually bought for a very specific reason. And that's because we want to teach Magus. But a lot of these other ones, so Thunderbolt, we have a couple good electric Pokemon, but they don't have a lot of variety to their moves. That's actually a lot of what I've been looking over as I'm trying to pick who to bring with me, is it's not just making sure that you have each type covered, it's making sure that you have the right mix of types covered, because each of those separate types, or each of the separate Pokemon you bring, you can bring 6 Pokemon with you, but then if you're doing fights against 2 different trainers, you need to be able to cover everything that both of those trainers have. And some of the fights get as many as 4 or more fights that we're going to be dealing with. So this is going to be the first one we've got here. Looks like we've got a Gloom. Gloom is good. It's a good grass type. I didn't think this through very well as far as making sure that we don't kill it. And making sure it doesn't kill us. So I think we're going to actually switch Cat in here. This is going to be a bit of a reach maybe, but I think we'll be okay. We'll find out real quick. Yep, we're good. Fake out. Fake out was intentional there. And I guess then we go swap in Brad? That was dumb. As I remember that Brad is a ground type. I'm trying to think of who wouldn't kill it. I guess we go with Magus. I mean, water type is still bad, but he's 10 levels higher and not paralyzed and has a lot of HP. Why would you stun Spore again when you just used it? I guess we just body slam and see if it works. Toxic won't work. Perfect. Ultra Ball. Let's see, who is this gonna be? Tailwind is not bad. I don't think we need it though. I guess it's better than some of the stuff we've got right now. I actually have a specific spot that I'm planning on trying to bring Killian in, I think, at this point. Probably not going to be until we get to the DLC. Would we like to give Gloom a nickname? Yes. So this is going to be our new Sarah. do want to make sure I get Cat leveled up because I actually have a spot that I am hoping to use her in the, I guess it's not Elite Four, the Champions. So this little area across the water here is Lake of Outrage, and the first, so a few of the things here, I guess technically, should we have to get the one in the water that we saw? I want to get the first regular one that we catch up. Vaporeon's going to be too high level, so it'd be whatever's over here. We already have a Seismitoad, so I guess it's Golisopod. Yeah. Trying to get to the Galisopods. This is probably pretty scary still. These things are like level 50 something. And Dora's not evolved yet. Do we have a Quick Ball? Quick Ball seems like it'd be great here. Nope. Hey, I guess we're doing this. Air Slash. And we're gonna hope it doesn't die. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. They have a special ability that makes it so they run away instantly. So I guess we don't get anything here. Okay. So I guess we get up to Route 10, which is going to be from Motostoke, and that'll get, or Hammerlock rather, Hammerlock Station. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm a little disappointed we didn't get something there because there's actually a lot of really good stuff that can spawn up there. I'm not super sad that we didn't get Golisopod because it's an interesting Pokemon, but it's really hard to use effectively because of the fact that it's... Oh crap. I hope we don't have to fight Hop here. Okay, he's got the Dragon Badge now. I'm still favored to win? What are you talking about? You've never beaten me. Okay. We do want to switch our Pokemon around a little bit, I think, because leaving Dora in front for this section is a terrible idea, because we are heading up to a snow route, and Noibat is weak to ice from both flying type and dragon type. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of call for a couple of types. Let's see. I guess we'll swap Magus into the front. It's really, like, Magus or Kyle would probably be... I mean, we could try Cat, actually. Can she learn False Swipe? If she can learn False Swipe, that'd be great. Where is it? There it is. Kyle can. Okay. So maybe we give Kyle False Swipe and have him be ready to help catch things here if we need to. Beat Up is good. Icy Wind is not great. Fury Swipes, I guess. We can get rid of. Okay, so we're gonna head up to Route 10 now. Oh, I forgot about the fact that there's a bunch of trainers here. I mean, the good news is we don't actually need to do this stuff with the trainers right now. I really just wanted to get the station and get our last Pokemon caught. Which I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be already, because there's a very high chance of it being a specific Pokemon on this route. So actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check held item here. And we're gonna give one of the things that I've picked up in the meantime. We are going to give the... Where is it? There we go. Assault vest. Actually, no, we want to switch that tile, probably. I mean, I guess, do we just go... Probably not great to do scope lens. I guess we could do, like, silk scarf. That'll work. I have a very specific plan here. I'm probably, again, overthinking it, but here we go. Mr. Mime. Like, half of the Pokemon on this route are Mr. Mimes throughout it, and it's the only thing that's consistently through the entire route. So we're gonna go ahead and catch a Mr. Mime. Now, I've made comments already, and I'm pretty sure people know that I am not a huge fan of Mr. Mime. So, I recalled that, I know somebody who likes Mr. Mime, who really appreciates Mr. Mime. That shouldn't work, should it? Gnosis is a psychic type move. Ugh. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of just thinking through here, and I know what we're gonna name this Mr. Mime if we catch it, because I want somebody, I want it to be named after somebody who will appreciate it. I also actually have a place for it to be used, because of that specific move, ironically. Perfect. False swipe, down to red health. Kyle doesn't take damage from the hail because he's an ice type Pokemon. He can't be hit by Sucker Punch. He can't be hit by if Mr. Mime has a psychic move because he's also dark type. So the only thing that he can be hit by, oh, and Mirror Coat is a counterattack also, much like Sucker Punch. So I think we should be able to just only be hit by Freeze Dry. And because he has the Assault Vest, he's going to have increased special defense against it, even though he's normally kind of a glass cannon. Perfect. Cat leveled up. We need just a few more levels on Cat, I believe. And our Mr. Mime is going to be Mr. Alto, named after Alto Magic from Winnebago's stream. I know he will appreciate Mr. Mime. I know he appreciates Mr. Mime, and I know that he is a Pokemon fan, so that will be fun. So with that, that actually covers a lot of the stuff that I need to get done here. I think the last thing I'm gonna do in this video is actually exactly what you're seeing in front of you. I put these Pokemon in my party because Magus, Dora, Brad, and Kyle need to evolve. So I'm gonna real quick check where our XP is at for each of them. Dora's getting close. We're gonna check the held item for Kyle. We're gonna swap that out because he needs to be holding the Razor Claw. Now, he needs to be holding the Razor Claw at night when he levels up to evolve. I'm not sure if this route counts as night. The day-night cycle is based on... I think it is night, just judging by the way the lights are and stuff. So I think, given that his his XP is pretty low, I think we're gonna just give him a rare candy. See if that works. Nope, not yet. Oh! That's right. I remember what the problem is now. He also needs to know the move Taunt, I think? If I'm remembering correctly. And he probably had it before I put him into a Poké Job, and it probably overrode it. Oops. Nope, we're good there. Remember a move. I think I'm remembering this right. I think it's Razor Claw at night with Taunt. And we can overwrite False Swipe now because we don't have anything else to catch until the very end of the game. So now we need to get back to night because, again, everything's kind of locked into a day-night cycle during the story portion of the game. Basically, until you beat the game, whether it's day or night is dependent on, except in the wilds area, on where you are. And apparently, we have to take the train back to Route 10. We can't fly there. That's annoying. I was really hoping that taking the train there was going to lock us in so that we could fly back. Okay. We'll go back to White Hill. Oh, good. No cutscenes anymore. So, I'm gonna swap Killian because he's the highest level of the ones we've got there, and I'm going to put in... I'm trying to think of who... I guess Sam is going to be the easiest to bring in here. Because ice types. And we're just going to do a little grind. I don't want to actually go through the route yet, like I said, so we're just going to do a little grind. We're going to hope that this is actually considered night. But I'm not going to do another rare candy until after this. And at absolute worst, I'll hop back on later tonight and do that offline if I need to. Or in another video, because I've got a couple I need to do. Brad needs several levels. I really want to use Brad. Golurk is actually a really good Pokemon. And I know that Brad is someone who watches all of these and will appreciate it. So I want to make sure we get him in. There's a few spots that he's going to be really useful against the last section of camp. It's kind of a weird problem to have because we have... So part of my problem here is it's going to be really hard to actually level every Pokemon up because the next section... So we're going to be at... the next fight we get into, the next like big boss fight, is going to be against the other challengers. So it's going to be against Hop and Marnie. And they're going to be at 49 at that point. So when we get to Wyndon, we need to have a full team of Pokemon that can deal with level 49. Then we're going to go through a few story things. And by the time we get to the champion fight, everybody's going to be up to 65. So there's a 15 level jump in there. and there's not actually a lot of places where we're actually going to be needing to do any, like, if we keep switching Pokemon out, we're not going to be able to keep up, basically. So we have several, and obviously I can do some more grind off. Okay, Brad and Dora leveled up. That should be good. Brad wants to learn Shadow Ball. Nope. So Dora's finally leveling, or evolving. We've been waiting on this one for quite a while. And now we have Noivern. Noivern has become one of my favorite dragon types and flying types, just because it is very strong. It is the kind of glass cannon that you really appreciate in in these games. So yeah, you can see, even with the fact that her special attack is low, 140 is a pretty solid base. Yeah, I don't think we actually have anybody else that's going to be... Okay, there's a few that are going to be in that range. But the big thing is also her speed. And as a dragon type, she gets access to Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is 130 power. Now it does also lower special attack, so there's a bit of give and take with it. But there's worse things. Brett didn't evolve. We must need more levels for that. That's fine. I think we just need an Ice Stone. Nope, I'm misremembering. Oh, it's just levels. Okay, so he just needs another level. That's fine. We can definitely pull that off. I'm not sure this is actually going to be the most efficient place to level up either. I actually was trying to think about this as well. And honestly, going up to that little ledge might be more efficient, but I need to make sure I have something that can actually beat those Pokemon. But they should give way more. This is not giving much XP. A lot of these aren't evolved, so we don't get much XP out of it. Okay, so we're gonna head back down here. We're gonna go into town so that I can heal. Let's see. That was like Seismitoad, which is 4 times weak to grass. Bug types, Golurt, which is weak to grass. We don't have a lot of high-level grass types, though. So water, but we can't. It's water, but we can't use. I mean, we could try using Gabriel. Or we could just go in and... I mean, I guess technically we could use Alto. That's kind of why I wanted him, is for water types. So Freeze Dry. Let's talk about Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is an ice type attack that has a special ability that makes it super effective against water types. Now, this is a decent move by itself. The point where it gets really tricky is if you use it against water types, when they are combined with another type that's ice, such as it becomes 4 times strong against, let's say, Seismitoad. I think we want, and I guess we could bring Ryan in here just so we can maybe get him some levels. I have a plan for that. I just need to actually get the item traded over. I found out I can't do that myself, unfortunately. I'm a little nervous about this, so I'm actually going to... We want to make sure we don't lose Alto. So we're going to use our rare candy here, because he should evolve automatically. Into Mr. Rhyme, which is the 3rd evolution of Mr. Mime that it was added for this game. Makes him kind of a Charlie Chaplin guy. Mr. Rhyme is awesome. Like, stat-wise, mechanically, Mr. Rhyme is great. Now, Mr. Mime as a concept still terrifies me. Don't get me wrong. But I will definitely use him if we have the ability to. And if he's going to be helpful. There's something about as he when he's specifically the Dynamax version, where he's like, 50 feet tall and absolutely terrifying. Yeah, sure. I'm curious if he can learn Thunderbolt as well, honestly. But I guess he wouldn't need that since we've got the Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry pretty much hits everything Thunderbolt. Okay. So we're already getting long on time here. Like I said, I'm just gonna head over and we're gonna do... Actually, you know what? Let's make this the catching game. We caught some things. I talked about what we've got. I started talking a little bit about my... I evolved a couple things. The next video is going to be in the wild area, and we are going to grind out levels for a couple of the Pokemon that we still need. I'm probably going to do kind of a mix of wild area, and I may actually do some camping or something along those lines, or go down to one of the other areas that I was thinking about hitting up. But I just kind of want to get more of my Pokemon up into the high 40s. Just so we've got a lot of options going into the end game here. My intention is to try and use about, or at least half of the Pokemon that we've got between the 4 sections of the end game. So hopefully we'll be able to get as many as we can. If you want to make sure you get included, let me know. I'm going to post this one before I go and do end, most likely. So hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.